Well, guys, I hope you're very well. I hope you're having a very nice day. Today we're going to be working on this starter material that I found at a nursery the other day. This is a Pixie Bougainvillia. You can see that it's already flowering over here. And the thing I like about this particular cultivar Bougainvillia are the tiny leaves that you can get. Although there are some trade-offs, you know. The branches are extremely brittle and it's got thorns. So you need to be careful when you're handling it. Why? Look at this. I intended this huge branch that we have here, this huge branch, to be a sacrificial branch or a sacrifice branch, but as I was handling it, it just came off. You know, it completely fell apart from the main tree. We still got lots of branches to work with, and what we're going to do today is just transplant it to a container, maybe a colander, maybe a plastic top that's more horizontal. You can see that this nursery bag in which it comes, it's quite large, you know, it's quite deep, and that's not necessarily the best room for superficial roots or feeder roots to grow in. Many times what you find with these is that they have huge trunks buried deep within the nursery bag, and just the tiny root mass, a tiny root ball that doesn't support a lot of the operations that we want to perform when we're first transplanting it to a bonsai container. So we'll see what we can find. Yeah, I'm gonna cut open the nursery bag, and then we'll take it from there. Yeah, so here we go. So here we are. You can see that exactly as I predicted, we have this huge root over here. I don't know if this is a root or this is a branch that was just, you know, stuck in the nursery bag and then allowed to root over time. But it's not all bad news, because you see all of these, you know, fibrous roots that we got there. Those are feeder roots. If we remove this huge chunk of a branch, we still have a decent root mass. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Another thing that I noticed over here is that for some reason, the nursery bag, or the nursery where this was produced, they didn't do a very good job taking care of these plants, because we can see over here this branch right here. Let me just place it here. This branch right here is broken. This one right here is also broken. That other branch that I just told you about was broken as well. And I already removed one that was also broken. So I don't know if someone walked over this. I don't know, it just threw them, you know, around as they were moving the plants in the nursery. I know it's a lot of work to do when you have a nursery, but you know, I think you should take better care of your plants. And also, you can see over here, I think you can see another side in which we can see the branches breaking. Anyway, we'll just have to remove those and leave the ones that are structurally sound, so that we can work with what we got. Yeah, we're going to remove everything else. So I'm going to go ahead and prune this, and then we'll get to planting. Okay, so I'm going to do that off camera, just because I'm maneuvering with my cell phone and the plant. So I'm going to pause the video, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's all pruned and ready for planting. And yeah, that'll make for a shorter video too. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'll show you what it looks like before we take the next step. Okay, so here we go. So this is what we're left with. I know it's super drastic. We got a little hedgerow over here, but you know, we still got many roots here, you know, and I managed to prune away most of that huge taproot that we had. You can see it over here. The good thing about this root it's that it was sort of like a tuber. Oh, you can see how old it was over there, right? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. Wow, this is amazing. 10 years old. So interesting. So I'm gonna place this in a colander. I think I should place it in a bigger container, but I think this is just gonna do for the moment. This is gonna be good. And you can see that I pruned a lot of the branches, the ones that were broken, of course, but also a lot of them that I wasn't going to use because they were growing from the same spot in the trunk. The good thing about this is that these bougainvillias, they produce growth. They bud back fairly easily, and we can see that over here. Look, that little bud that we have there. It became active because the main branch that was broken over here, allowed it to, to gain more bigger. That little bud was activated once the main branch was broken. So my hopes is that since we did a lot of pruning, all of those little back buds that we have there are going to now become active. So I'm going to place this here. I'm going to use nice bonsai soil, and then we'll continue. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so here we are. It's all nice and planted now, and you can see that I gave it a slight angle so I can grow like that. Now another thing that I'm going to do, we got a nice little bud here, so this will function as a sacrifice branch. I'm going to weaken it a little bit by removing some leaves so that those little buds that I was telling you about can become active in the lower section of the plant. And yeah, I think in a couple of months we will see that this is bustling with new growth. We'll be able to take the design a step further. So I think that's it. Another thing that I want to show you, it's all of the cuttings that I took, because we have the main branch here, the main plant here, but like I said, we took several little branches away, so we just stick them on the soil, and there's a very good probability, there's a very good chance that they'll grow. I have a whole little tray of them over here, so yeah, in a couple of weeks we'll see if they take. Okay, so you can see over here that this will be a little bit of an update on my little Cereza root over rock project. It's doing okay. I think it could be doing better. You can see that it's still very, very wobbly on the rock, but yeah, it's getting there, I moved it the other day, and the roots, some of them had stuck to the bottom of the rock, which is good. That means that it's not going to grow as a unit. And yeah, that's really, really cool. Anyway, so I hope you liked this video. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please, you will be really helping me out if you do. There's more videos coming, if you can, and if you like terrariums or aquariums, plants, you can also follow my other channel, Fishables and Musgo. And you have any comments, doubts, questions, anything, drop them down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.